Hey everybody, welcome to Get Shit Done. My name is Cindy VA and I work with creative entrepreneurs to help them manage their their team, their tech, and their to-do list. I also work with new startups who are wanting to put their business online and create systems and a foundation that will actually help sustain their business for the long haul. So today I'm going to walk you through my Trello board and how I break down my yearly goals and how I actually achieve those goals. So here we are at our training, I can't talk, our training board today on Trello, and I've already set up the template that I have. So the first thing we're going to do is go into your major goal, and you're just going to think about what kind of income and revenue you want to make. So if you know how much money you need to make every month, then you just multiply that, and we're doing this for the year. So if you need to make, say, $2,000 per month, so then that would be $24,000 per year, and you multiply that by 2 to get your total annual earnings. So that would be $48,000 per year. See, I'm not good at math, so bear with me here. So now you're going to take your $48,000 per year, divided by 12. Your monthly revenue goal is $4,000 per month. Monthly revenue goal per month divided by 2 gives you your bi-weekly revenue goal. So you need to make $2,000 every 2 weeks. Then you can break that down into your packages that you sell or your hourly work and figure out how many sales you need to reach that goal. So then you can start picking apart all the things you need to do in order to create that revenue. And then we go into our quarterly goals. So we're going to break that down, and in January, February, and March, you're only going to have one major task that you want to do. So say in January, you want to increase Facebook page likes. Okay, so you're going to do that. In order to do that, then you break that down into 4 different tasks. So one task would be to be engaged in groups. Another task would be to invite friends that you already have. Another task you could do would be to maybe run some Facebook ads. And another mini task that you could do in order to create this would be to attend a live event and share with people. Or another one would be to maybe go Facebook Live. You know, there's all sorts of different things you can do. This is just an example. So you're going to set up the same idea for February and March, all keeping in mind what your revenue goal is. So this is all going to tie back into that major yearly goal. And you're only going to do 4 tasks, and I'll show you why in a minute. So you're never going to have more than 4 tasks in each month for your major goal. So once you've got all this set up and you're going to go into the January, February, March, you're going to do your quarter 2, quarter 3, quarter 4. So now that's all done. You've got it set up. Now what you're going to do is go over here and convert to card. Okay? Then you can go up here and create a list for January. And you're going to drop these cards, just drag them over. Hi, Susan, I see you. All right, so then once you've got this set up for January and, of course, March, April, you know, you're going to do your whole year. Then you're going to go in here. You're going to add yourself as a member. You're going to label it a color that seems like it's a good color for you. I love color coding stuff. Then you can create checklists that maybe you can put in, like Facebook groups, so you can make a list of groups that you can try to engage with. You can type in, do a checklist for maybe types of posts. Oops, if I could spell. Anyways, you know what I mean. And then maybe you could do like a Facebook Live and a weekly task post. I don't know. I'm just making shit up. Okay, and then you're going to add a due date to it. So this is where I said you're only going to have 4 major tasks for each, for each quarter. So in January, This task will be due on the Friday of the last month. Then you're going to go to your next task, and this due date will be on the Friday of the next week. So see, you only have one task per week to reach your major goal. This is how we get shit done. Oops, wrong date. Okay, so now that's set up. You have due dates on everything, and of course you're going to do February, March, April, blah, 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 blah. Here's where it gets exciting. Good, Susan, I'm glad you're paying attention. So here's where it gets exciting. So there's a cool little hack over here, sorry. So if you're gonna go up here and you're gonna click Show Menu, and you're gonna go to Power-Ups, and you're gonna ignore all the different power-ups except for this calendar, sorry, and it should be on Enable. So you're gonna click Enable, and you're gonna click the settings gear here, and you're gonna copy this URL. Then you're going to go into whichever calendar app you use. I happen to use Google Calendar. Here we go. And now you can see everything that I do. I disabled some of my calendars so you can't see everything. So then you're just going to click over here onto Other Calendars, Add by URL, drop the URL in there. Don't make it publicly accessible. You want this to be private for yourself. Add Calendar. So now when I go over to January, there's that task right there on my Google Calendar. So I don't even have to go into Trello every day and look because it's synced with my Google Calendar and I know that that is due. So when I'm looking at my calendar every week, I'm just like, oh, okay, I'm inviting friends into my Facebook group. So I know I need to do that task at some point this week. See how easy that is? It's super duper cool. Okay, so going back to the Trello board. So obviously now you can do this with all sorts of things. You can do this with different tasks. So I've got this set up on my calendar, my week that I showed you guys last week. All of these tasks are landed in my Google Calendar now. And so I hardly ever have to go into Trello, even though I'm obsessed with Trello. I can just do this without having to even look at it. So I hope that makes sense. I don't know if anybody has any questions. If you do have questions, if you're catching the replay, please post in the comments and I will be sure to come back and get your questions answered as soon as I possibly can. I'm usually in on Facebook answering questions and fielding stuff like that every morning. So if you don't hear back from me right away, just make sure you double check in the next day and I will be sure to get you some answers. I hope everybody's having a wonderful day. We'll talk soon. Go get shit done.